2009, for the first time ever, I embarked on a nationwide search to find New Zealand's next top model. 13 finalists were brought to Auckland, all with one dream in mind.
I really want to win this. I want this so bad.
Some shone early on.
And the winner is...
Teryl-Leigh.
But failed to keep up momentum.
I'll just never book you again.
Others simply failed to show up.
I don't want to be a model.
3 girls survived it all, and tonight, one of them will be named New Zealand's next top model. Will it be Christobelle, the sophisticated 16-year-old private schoolgirl from Auckland's North Shore?
That's gorgeous.
She's delivered some great photos.
I think this picture is exquisite, and I think she's a superstar.
And some not so great.
It's a complete shocker.
And last week, for the first time ever, she landed in the bottom 2.
Sometimes girls have bad days at work, and I think that was one for you.
Will it be Hosanna, the sporting champion from Gisborne, who got noticed from the get-go?
Instead of like catwalking everywhere, you should have gone out of your way to make friends.
For all the wrong reasons.
You kind of were looking a bit like a spider or something on the wing.
But the very thing that made Hosanna so unpopular with her peers,
If you need that much work to do modelling, you can't stay here.
has propelled her straight to the top 3.
The girl is trying so hard, and she continues to improve, and she is living her dream, and I admire that.
Or will it be Laura, the girl next door from Kapiti Coast, whose top model transformation has left her almost unrecognisable?
You're like a goddess.
She's delivered a series of stunning shots, but the pressure has been getting to her. Will she be able to withstand the rigours of the modelling world?
I'm just so close, you know? And at this point, I'm breaking.
Find out tonight who will be New Zealand's next top model.
So weird was that Ruby?
I know. When it was Ruby and I standing in the bottom 2, I thought I had a pretty good chance of going home.
Joining Laura and Hosanna in our final is Christobelle.
I was surprised that Ruby was eliminated. I thought that she'd make it quite far, but then it's like one of us 4 had to be eliminated, and honestly I would have been surprised whoever it was. I can't believe that one of us 3 is going to win. I keep thinking like, oh, who's it going to be? But it's like, it's either me, you or Hosanna.
I don't think anyone would have ever picked me to be in the top 3. Some of them probably think, what is that girl still doing there?
It's interesting because if it's me and you in the top 2, then that'll be what I predicted all that time ago when Sarah came to visit.
Laura, who's going to win?
I'm going to say myself, and I'm also going to say Christobelle.
I definitely would have thought that Laura would have been my biggest competition, but now, honestly, I think Hosanna could be right up there as well.
It's actually within grasp with every single one of us.
Yeah, I know.
Is anybody safe? I don't think so. Now is not the time to have an issue. 3 girls, but only one can go on to become New Zealand's next top model. Love, Sarah.
Oh my gosh.
So girls, our 3 finalists. And today is our last photo shoot.
Oh my gosh.
In the past, we've only wanted one good shot from you, but this time it's going to be a bit different. You girls all know that whoever becomes New Zealand's next top model wins an 8-page editorial in Clio magazine.
3 girls, 8 pages, spectacular fashion. This is not catalogue. This is editorial.
So only one girl, only New Zealand's next top model, is going to see the results of this photo shoot in Clio magazine. Okay, so this is your time to actually blow us away. This is it. Whoever does an amazing shoot here is going to have a really good chance of becoming New Zealand's next top model.
Oh, wow. I feel really happy to be in the top 3, and especially to be here doing this shoot today. It's so exciting. Like, I just keep smiling. It is so cool.
I'm approaching today's shoots as I did in the boxing ring, because that was like the most perfect shoot ever, and it was definitely, I guess you could say, breakthrough.
I definitely hope that I get to see my photos in Clio magazine, because that means that I've won New Zealand's Next Top Model.
It's an absolutely big shoot. Every model wants an editorial in their book. We'll just start simply here, and then we might do some walking into it kind of stuff. But take your time.
When I first walked onto set, I could like feel my heart pounding just because I didn't really know what was to be expected, and I soon found out that it wasn't what I was expecting, which was crazy kind of things. He just wanted me to walk.
Toss your hair. Catch the wind and do what Monty says, flick it out.
There's quite a lot of extra pressure because usually we just have Chris and the photographer, but this time it's Chris, the photographer, Colin, and the client, Shelley, from Clio magazine.
She's got a real I'm going to a cocktail party kind of look, doesn't she?
She does.
Well, Christobelle for me has been someone who's been really consistent. She's very graceful and she's very natural, and she seems very, very aware of herself.
Sassy, and same with your face. We've got it, well done. All right, here we go. Keep your top half still and just keep moving your legs around.
2 months ago when Monty first shot me, he was dead bored with the poses that I was pulling and how I moved, so I was really hoping that I wouldn't bore him today.
Simple, simple. Good.
I think she's doing a fantastic job.
Laura looks like a supermodel. It's unbelievable. I would not have picked that girl to become that magnificent model.
Don't you think she's just like almost a different woman to the girl that we saw down in Queenstown?
Absolutely.
I think there's definitely a competitive energy when it comes to the photo shoot, but I definitely want to teach myself to relax at this point of the competition, because stressing out about what the other girls are doing isn't really doing me any favours.
Good, well done, much better.
How'd it go?
I hope it went okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it would have, and it's the first one. I'm sure we'll warm into it.
Let's walk into it. Go.
The judges have been telling me all the way through this competition, you know, just to relax and just to be natural, and I feel like what they'd been telling me, all the advice, just came together.
Good. Turn. Keep it flirty. Well done, that's great. She's had to unmake certain aspects of herself to become a model. And she's doing that. She's stepping back a bit, loosening up and becoming beautiful. Good. Well done.
She began being very forced. One of the first things I said to her was, you know, she climbed on this plane, looked like a spider. She was all very sort of forced. But today she's been natural, spontaneous, great to watch.
Good. Really good, Hosanna. Oh, we've got it. Well done. I haven't seen any cattiness, I haven't seen any bitchiness, I've just seen incredible focus. They're not even talking to each other even, they're just there, really feeling it, really in the moment. Beautiful. But sometimes the simple shapes are good.
In my second shoot, I went in knowing the pose that I wanted to do, but I got there and then Monty's like, no.
A bit complicated. Go free.
So I was like, okay, and you just have to move on and try something else.
A sign of a really good model is being able to carry off a really hard outfit and making it look fashion. Yeah, good. It's great.
There might be 3 girls on shoot, but it's all about me, and I don't even care how they do in their photo shoot. I just want to do something unique and fun and different.
And shimmy. Towards the camera, get their face nice and relaxed, chin down. She's really evolved. She had an identity crisis, she didn't understand her look, and now she owns it like she was born that way. Swimming, breaststroke, come on, towards me like this.
Monty's been getting really excited today, you can see it. He's shooting a lot of pictures, the flash is going, so he's obviously having a good time, and that's a good sign.
I think we've got it, well done. Moving on. A good bit of energy and a good bit of effort there, Laura. Hosanna, you look magnificent. They're probably the nicest shots, isn't it?
Yeah. She's like acting. Yeah. Hosanna's a stunning looking girl, you know. I watch her work while she's modelling, and she just has these moments. I'm not totally sure that she's actually aware of them, but she'll be going from one sort of move to another, and there's just this moment of just pure beauty.
Well done. Got it. Yay! Very good. That was beautiful. You look so fantastic when you're having fun and you're relaxed and your hair's blowing.
That's great. We've got it already. That's good. And again,
I'm no fool to bet on who is going to win out of this. Yeah, they're all turning it on in front of the camera.
Good. Are you having fun yet?
It's great.
Hard.
Do you know what? It'll really show in the photos.
Yeah.
It'll just be alive.
Like a grandma.
I just love the fact that she is having a good time. She's not concerned or self-conscious, you know, she's just having fun.
We've made the right choice. These three are the ones that are meant to be the three finalists.
It's been a really intense last couple of months.
Smile.
These girls have come a really long way, and it's going to be really tough for us, but at the end of the day, there can only be one winner.
It's time for you to meet with the judges. Only 2 of you will go on in the hope of becoming New Zealand's
No.
Love Sarah.
But we're no.
We got Sarah mail this morning saying that it's elimination time again. We had elimination the day before yesterday.
We've only done a photo shoot. I really was not expecting another elimination this early.
There's like a pretty big chance that I'll be in the bottom 2 for the first time this week.
Yeah.
Laura did drop in subtly that she'd never been in the bottom 2. And she hasn't, so congratulations, because I've been in there plenty of times, but I'm still here with her. It'll be the only time ever you'll be in the bottom 2.
What? Are you saying I'm going home today?
No, because next elimination will be the top 2.
Hosanna has clawed her way to the top. You know, today, if she doesn't leave, she would have gone from the bottom 2 the very first week to the top 2 the last week. And that'll be a huge feat if she manages that today.
Like, today's elimination, whatever way it goes, we're all going to be like, oh my gosh, that's so shocking.
Hello, girls.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
Nervous.
Nervous? Fair enough. Well, this is an elimination and one of you is about to be sent home. 2 of you will go on to walk in our grand finale runway show. And Colin, Chris and I are delighted to have with us our special guest judge and at the forefront of the fashion industry, Teryl-Leigh Cooper.
Hello girls, lovely to see you again. You look beautiful today.
Girls, over the last couple of months, we've been watching you closely and we're interested in how closely you've been watching each other. So I'm going to ask you a few questions. Please step forward when I call your name. Hosanna. Hosanna, who most deserves to be New Zealand's next top model?
I do.
Why?
I feel I've worked just as hard as anyone else to be here. You must think that I have some sort of ability to still be in the top 3.
Who has the least potential?
That's a real tough one.
This is not New Zealand's next top 3 models. Someone's got to go. And unless you want it to be you, I'd like to know who you think that should be.
Laura.
Why?
She used to be performing really great and it dived down for a little bit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Christobelle.
Hi.
Hi. What have you got to tell me?
Honestly, I don't really know what I can say to make myself sound better than the other girls because we all are trying our hardest and really want this.
Do you think you've taken better photos?
I think I have had some really strong photos.
Do you think you've been better on the runway?
Yeah, I think my runway is probably one of my strengths.
Who do you think I should send home?
I think as much as Hosanna's improved, she hasn't been consistent throughout the competition. She was in the bottom 2 for quite a while, I think, whereas Laura has never been in the bottom 2 and I was just in the bottom 2 last week.
Okay. It's not an easy question to answer. Thank you. Laura. Laura, who do you think should win this competition?
I think I should win this competition.
Who should I send home?
I think Hosanna.
Why?
I feel that Christobelle and I are stronger competitors than Hosanna. I might have had a couple of weeks where I was stumbling a bit, but I've bounced back from that.
Do you think you're a better model than Christobelle?
I like to hope so, otherwise I would have lost faith in the fact that I might be able to win this competition.
Thanks, Laura.
Thank you.
Now we've got all the serious stuff out of the way, shall we look at some photos and have some fun?
Yes.
So you shot for Cleo with Monty yesterday. One of you will be New Zealand's next top model, and that shoot that you did yesterday will transform into an editorial for Cleo magazine. Christobelle, how did you feel about your shoot with Monty?
Well, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, overall it was really fun.
Do you think you carried the dress as well?
Yeah, I hope so.
Answer that like a top model. Did you carry those dresses well?
Yes, I did carry them very well.
Well, let's have a look. I haven't really until now seen a smiling photo of you that's taken my breath away, and that has. I think it's a beautiful photo. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I think the shot is really gorgeous. I think it's a great editorial piece. It really shows your body and the proportions of your body well. So, yeah, and your face looks great. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Let's have a look at your second shot.
I love the movement in this photo. You really do nail movement really well. Wasn't it exciting to watch you just dance, 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 dance?
You were laughing a lot and you were really enjoying yourself, and you were kind of throwing these little moves down, and you weren't self-conscious. You just did it and you had a laugh about it. It was great.
You know what was funny? Was Monty was so enthusiastic with your movement, then he's jigging, you're jigging, he's jigging, you're jigging. I swear he lost 3 pounds.
Christobelle, you've come a long way since we first met you. What do you think you've learnt the most?
I think it is probably to be less self-conscious.
I remember you telling me that too. You mentioned to me early on in this competition that, you know, you did struggle a little bit with being self-conscious.
Yeah.
And you would never have known that, not at all.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Shall we have a look at yours, Hosanna? You still got that walk going? That's great. Let's have a look at your first shot. I think it's a beautiful shot, and you really nailed that beautiful smile of yours.
One thing we noticed while we were watching you is that as soon as you really started to relax, you really started to kind of hit these great looks and poses. When you were most relaxed was when you were actually doing the best.
I'm always struck by your beauty, your beautiful smile and your sparkling eyes. And, you know, in this shot, your legs look really great.
Well, you really have clawed your way into this position, haven't you? Bottom two, and right here, right now, top 3. Shelley, the editor of Cleo, actually said, you have Christy Turlington moments. Christy Turlington was recognised as the most beautiful of the supermodels. How is that for a compliment?
It's a huge compliment.
You have to be happy with that. Let's have a look at your second shot.
It's gorgeous. And one thing that you did do, which was great, is that every time you came out, you know, you kept your energy levels up and you really applied yourself. So it was good fun. I had fun watching you model yesterday.
Thanks.
This is a great commercial or catalogue shot. This is the type of shot that I would look at a girl who came in to see me in my office and go, this girl's going to make money, because there's a lot of money in commercial and catalogue work.
I think for this shot, you have that very beauty queen, beauty pageant look.
Thanks.
Hosanna, what do you think you've learnt the most during your time here?
Every time I've been on a show, whether it's in front of the panel or it's at a challenge, at a lesson, or even if it's just at the house with these girls, I'm just continually learning things, not only about myself, but about the industry and just everything.
Thank you. Laura, how did you enjoy your shoot?
It was heaps of fun, I loved it.
And you think you did well?
I hope so.
I hope so too. Let's have a look.
You're looking stunning there. I thought you did an amazing job working that outfit on the ground. It was great. You're really, really aware of your body, your legs, your arms.
I noticed that when you walked on set, you emanated, I'm this model, this is my set, this is my shoot. And you really played with it. The way you're on the ground, the way you worked it, so classy.
Laura, when we first met you in Queenstown, the long hair, the bland colour, all that kind of stuff, this is what we hoped you would achieve, and you've achieved it.
This shot, out of all of the shots we've looked at so far, has that very strong editorial content, which is what I would be looking for if I was looking for a photographic model.
Thank you.
Let's have a look at your second shot.
It's very cute. I think it's kind of playful and cute.
To me, this photo's nice. It's not as nice as the other one. I prefer the other one. The other one will carry this one in an editorial.
I think you have the most beautiful porcelain skin, but in this shot, your legs look a little mottled. I would prefer that models have a light spray tan so that it's undetected, but it smooths out the skin's tones.
I quite like the shot. I don't love it as much as the other one, but I don't think it's overly fair to compare it too closely because I think the other shot's beautiful.
Okay.
What's been the most valuable lesson you've learnt while you've been here?
Learning how to listen to the advice that I've been given and what you guys tell me, and just really trying to take it on board.
Thanks, Laura.
Thank you.
We're going to deliberate now, and someone has to go home. But you have all grown enormously over these last weeks, and you all do us proud. You each and every one of you deserve to be standing where you are today. That's why you're here. We've got 3 girls. We're only keeping 2. Someone's going home. Is it Christobelle? She's evolved. She proved me wrong on the smile issue.
I think she's amazing. For 16, she's amazing.
I've had concerns about her face being completely different from different angles, and she's got away with it most of the time, but I think it's fair to say that that shoot that Monty did has fixed that for me.
Well, I love her face. I love that it's got character, and she's just not a Barbie doll.
It's interesting, you know, there's something different about her face. It's beautiful.
And it really does fit her personality. There is character there.
I think she has a really unique individual look, and I think more and more I'm looking for that. I don't want that commercial beauty queen look.
Laura, I loved that first shot.
It was stunning.
What I loved was the vulnerability. You know, there was a sense of vulnerability, and you respected her. But on set, she was this Amazonian model who was just churning out the looks. Boom, boom, boom. That was my first time on a photographic shoot in this competition, and that was a delight to see.
It's good fun watching her model. She just really does feel like an international model when she's been photographed.
The makeover really has made her, and she's an exciting model to look at for New Zealand.
What a nightmare this would be if she wasn't able to carry off her makeover.
She probably wouldn't have lasted next week.
Because I think without her makeover, she was easy to look over, wasn't she?
She was.
That makeover has pulled out of Laura what Laura had inside alone, but would never have been able to broken through, I don't think, without the aesthetic change.
But I'm really disappointed when I see all that motley skin at the bottom of a dress and a shot that would otherwise be perfect.
Hosanna, the comeback kid.
I like her spirit, and I like her indomitable way that she wants to be New Zealand's next top model.
And she's probably also the strongest commercial girl.
Absolutely, and she has a beautiful face, a beautiful smile and gorgeous eyes. I mean, she has a lot of really great features.
But her issue is something you picked up, and that is the beauty within the moments of shooting.
I think she misses it. I don't think she's actually aware of when she is most beautiful. She misses it. But one thing I have to say with Hosanna, and it's been heard quite a lot by photographers especially, is they've all really enjoyed working with her. She's had a great energy.
For me, it's great having a girl with her personality, because whether you're on a photo shoot, backstage at a runway show, that sort of personality is easy, and it's up, and it's always, you know, trying to do the best.
And why is that? Because she wants it. She actually wants a career as a model and in the fashion industry.
Someone's got to go home. I'm happy to say it's a hard decision. I'm holding 2 photos, and these photos represent not only the 2 girls who will be walking in our grand finale fashion spectacular, but the 2 girls who will go on in the hope of becoming New Zealand's next top model. The first girl I'm going to call and walking in the fashion show is Christobelle. Congratulations, Christobelle. That was a brilliant shoot.
Thank you.
Laura, Hosanna, please step forward. Two beautiful girls. You've both grown incredibly throughout this journey. You both deserve to be here. Unfortunately, someone has to go home. Walking in the fashion spectacular and still in the running towards becoming New Zealand's next top model is Laura.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Hosanna, I wish there was one solid reason I could give you for sending you home. If there was a single element I could tell you to improve on, I know you would go and perfect it. Your shots were beautiful, but unfortunately, Laura's shots were better. Yeah. Of everyone, Hosanna, you've inspired us. You know what though? I think you have a future as a commercial girl. I just don't think you were top in every field. Go say goodbye to your mates. Well, well, well. The final two, huh? That was step one. Someone else has got to go. But in the meantime, we're really looking forward to seeing you in the fashion show. Go and do us proud and show everyone why you two are the final two, and make the next decision a difficult one for us.
I'm just pretty happy that I've made it this far. Yes, I am a little disappointed that I didn't make it further, but I'm still really happy. My time spent up here, I've sort of realised modelling is something I want to do. When I go into the real world, I know now the key to modelling is just relaxing, and that's something I didn't know before I got here. I've had some moments that have been great for me and some moments that haven't been so great, but it's really opened my eyes to everything, and I've enjoyed the whole journey. I'm a little bit disappointed that I'm not going to be New Zealand's next top model, but I wish Laura and Christobelle the best of luck.
I can't believe that Laura and I are top two. It's so cool, because we wanted it like that, and so now it's like that, and it's really exciting. It's great.
I reckon we should have banana splits for dessert.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Being in the top two is incredible. I just never thought that I'd get here. I'm so excited right now. Top two! Woo!
Christobelle and I were eating dinner, and then we're going to make a banana split, and around the corner comes Colin, and we were totally shocked.
Ladies, clearly you start dinner without me. How rude. And I bring dessert, and I hear that you want to eat ice cream and bananas?
Colin went crazy last night. He put lamingtons everywhere, like he smushed them all over the floor, and my hair all over our clothes. Then it actually really hurt. They were like hard lamingtons.
Colin definitely has his crazy moments, and that was one of them for sure.
Well, ladies, we've got a big runway show tomorrow. This is the end of the competition, and I wanted just to make sure that you're up to speed. So I want to get in some runway practice.
Oh, yay! I feel that I am a good runway walker. When I came into this competition, I felt that that was going to be one of my strengths, but for some reason, when I get out on the runway with everyone watching me, it doesn't tend to be a good mix.
Too twisty. Focus straight forward. Christobelle, you're up.
I'm usually quite confident about my runway.
It's a bit heavy in the hip.
But now, I think the fact that I fell over at Teryl-Leigh's Cooper, I'm a little bit worried that I could slip over.
Pose.
Colin gave us some great last-minute runway coaching, and I think that Christobelle and I, you know, maybe we're kind of even at this point, so they just need someone to knock their socks off with this walk.
It's a huge day for you tomorrow. One of you is going to be New Zealand's next top model.
I don't know who's gonna win, and I'm freaking out.
I'm feeling nervous about the runway challenge just because this is a massive deal, you know. This is going to be like no show we've ever done before. Nerves are no good on the catwalk. I need to really overcome that. Okay, so where are we going? My mind's racing about now.
Laura and I were wildly trying to guess the whole time on the drive we were going, and then we turned up outside the wall, and we were really excited.
Ladies, this is the stunning location of your final fashion show. The show that will decide who will become New Zealand's next top model.
So girls, this is your final performance. This is your last chance to shine before us. So don't let us down, but especially don't let yourselves down. All right, go out, have some fun, and we'll be seeing you later on.
Either Christobelle or myself are going to be the winner. It's all on today. It's so big.
I'm so happy to be here. I can't believe I'm here. It's crazy. I could not believe when we walked through the door and all the other girls are there. It was just the last thing we expected. It's so cool to have them here. It makes me feel more relaxed because they're so familiar and it's not just going to be Laura and I.
Oh my God! Oh my God, so you're going to be a part of our fashion show. When I saw the other girls, I was really excited. I was like, wow, I was actually kind of shell-shocked. Hi, girls. Hi. Hi. Oh my God, how are you? Good, how are you? Hi. So nice to see you. Oh, it just puts a whole other spin on it. It's like everybody doing their thing all together and it kind of rounds everything off. I desperately want to be New Zealand's next top model, so I'm desperate to do amazing today, and I hope that I can do that.
To make it this far and to think that it's either Laura or I who's going to win this competition is so crazy, and it makes me want it so much more. I want to be New Zealand's next top model.
There's bound to be some pretty important people there that I need to impress, and I mean, I need to show everybody why I'm here, you know?
Hello.
Oh, hello.
How are you doing?
Good. Feeling a little nervous, but feel awesome in my outfit, so that's a good start.
Well, you look beautiful. Hey, Christobelle, come and join us.
Hi.
How are you feeling about tonight?
I'm super excited and nervous.
Why are you both nervous? You should be used to this by now.
Well, because it matters so much. Like, this is make or break right here.
Well, you're almost there, girls.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
We'll be watching.
All right.
See you later.
Bye. Thanks, Sarah.
We've asked these girls to do a lot over the last couple of months, and both of those girls would make great winners, but someone has to go.
Good luck, Christobelle.
Good luck, Laura.
Come here.
You know, just those moments before you walk out, you know, your stomach's really tight, the adrenaline's pumping, and it's quite an intense moment. I can appreciate what the girls are going through.
Just before I was called onto the catwalk, I was so nervous. And I was like, oh my gosh, and it just hit me. My adrenaline was pumping, and it was just like the music, and everyone was there. But I didn't even fall or slip or anything, so it was fabulous.
Christobelle, she's really fierce, she's really determined. She's like a panther stalking prey, and we're the prey.
In my mental preparation, I was kind of thinking of all the things that I needed to make sure I do. And one of those things was to think about how amazing I am. This is my runway, this is my moment, and hopefully that did flow from me.
I thought that Laura had fantastic focus. The eyes were piercing. She's got a spirit to win this. And I think that she took the tips that all of us have given her and amassed it all in one moment on the runway.
After our first walk, we had to come backstage and get changed, and that's the first change most of us have done.
In all the previous shows that the girls have walked in for us, they've only had one change. This was the first time they've had to change quickly under pressure and with a big audience.
I so don't know who's going to win. It's so 50-50 at this stage.
You get it.
Christobelle walked as I knew she would walk. She's very confident. It constantly amazes me that she's 16 years old.
Christobelle is a really strong walker. I'm going to have to up my game for this if I have a chance of winning New Zealand's Next Top Model.
Laura slipped. It wasn't ideal, it was a slippery floor, but unfortunately in this business a lot of catwalks are slippery and girls have to handle it.
To be the only girl that slipped is pretty dumb. It sucks, but I still feel like I recovered well.
A slip's a slip, and a slip is a nightmare and it's dreadful. But her recovery was fantastic, I loved it.
You know, I don't think just that small little slip is going to mean that Laura loses this competition.
Laura and Christobelle are definitely the two best girls in this competition. They've both made enormous strides personally and professionally, and they did us all proud tonight.
I can't believe that this is the finale, you know? Like, we just did the final thing with New Zealand's Next Top Model.
I thought that the two finalists were absolutely spectacular tonight.
That was my best runway experience, even though I did a little slip.
Yeah.
That was, like, it doesn't even matter to me.
Hi, girls. Well, how was that?
It was amazing.
Wasn't it?
Thank you.
It's a really tough call for us. You know, Christobelle has the X factor. She's very alluring, very compelling. Just the way she walked out there was so confident.
I'm impressed, and I was impressed with both of your walks, and I was impressed with your recovery.
Laura epitomises a type of girl, and there are girls out there that may not realise that they have the type of potential that Laura has, and sometimes the plainest girls on the street are the ones that I'm looking for. You both did us proud. Thank you for making it hard.
It is going to be tough to pick a winner between the two finalists because we're going to have to look at their total body of work and then also incorporate what we saw tonight in this fashion show. I'm going to be delighted getting into a real little fist fight with Sarah Tetro and Chris Cicerich over who will be New Zealand's next top model.
Hi, girls.
Hi.
Final two. Tonight's the night. One of you will be New Zealand's next top model. One of you will win an 8-page editorial with Clio magazine, a 1-year contract with CoverGirl, representation with my agency 62 Models, a trip to Sydney to meet with Ursula Huffnagel of Chic Model Management, and a trip to New York to meet with Next Model Management. With me, our judges, photographic director and photographer, Mr. Chris Cicerich.
Hey, well done, girls.
Thank you.
Runway coach and international model, Mr. Colin Mathura-Jeffrey.
Congratulations, ladies.
Thanks.
It's been a long road, girls, and tonight we're going to look back over what we would call your top model career. So let's go back to where it all began. First shoot in Queenstown, remember that? Who is that girl, Laura?
I just look totally different.
You look so different. You did pretty well on your first shoot down there, but now you're in a completely different league.
Wow, you're amazing. And you're amazing now, standing before us as a model.
Thank you.
Christobelle.
You came across really young and inexperienced, and you've grown so much. That's still a very beautiful shot, but just watching you grow, it's been great, and seeing you standing here now, you deserve to be here.
Thank you very much.
A couple of weeks later, Bethel's Beach.
I think you really nailed it that day. You came in and you had a lot of grace. I don't know if you remember, but it all happened quite quickly for you, and you kind of walked away a little bit unsure about whether you got the shot or not.
It was over before I'd even thought it started, so it left me quite worried.
A good model only takes a few minutes to get a good shot, and that's a good shot. Laura.
I still don't like that photo.
That was probably one of my least favourite pictures.
Fail, fail, fail. To me, it looks like, you know, a beach umbrella that's just blowing on top of you and then snap, someone's taking the photo. But the thing about you is you've moved on from the failure and you've actually grown so much in this whole competition, and that's been a pleasure to watch.
I think you're a better model than that now. Jackie Mearing shot you both for the Michael Hill jewellery shot. Christobelle, you're laughing.
Yeah, I was hoping this photo wouldn't come up.
Well, let's take a look at Laura's first. That's a pretty confident smile.
It looks great. Your face looks amazing. You look sophisticated.
I'd buy the watch, I'd buy the dress, I'd buy the car, I'd buy the magazine. Yeah, you're wonderful.
Christobelle, that's a shocking photo.
It is so bad.
I'm not buying anything in that photo.
Understandable.
What would you do differently now?
Maybe not that angle. So
maybe not that angle? Definitely
not that angle. And like the crooked smile isn't really working very well.
I think it's fair to say you won't make that mistake again in a hurry.
Definitely.
How about we look at a good shot of you both? Nigel Barker shot you on Santa Monica Beach.
That is a beautiful photo. It's magical.
I love the way the garment's hanging on you. I love the angles of your arms and legs, and I love the fact you took a risk with a profile shot. It's a beautiful shot.
Thanks.
Laura, it was a beautiful photo you got too.
You're absolutely stunning in that photograph. And lying there and knowing that the water is lapping against you and it's freezing cold, you're amazing.
And I think just the way you've tried something new. You know, you thought, what else can I do here? And that's a mark of a great model.
Let's talk about runway.
You both looked absolutely stunning. And walking on a Perspex runway is scary, yes?
Yes, definitely.
Laura, you slipped.
I did.
How did that feel?
Embarrassing.
The great thing about it was you recovered. The best models in the world slip on runways.
Laura, I thought the way that you just kept going, I was really impressed with that.
Thank you.
Christobelle, you're amazing on the runway. Maybe a little too relaxed, and I think that you're a bit cautious of the Perspex because you were looking down.
I think that might have been due to my little Trelise Cooper episode. It kind of did flash through my mind a few times.
I actually thought you walked really well on the night. Laura, I thought you walked really well. You slipped. These things happen. Girls, we have to deliberate. When you come back, one of you will be New Zealand's next top model. So I asked the girls to make this difficult for us, and I think it's fair to say they've done that. Chris, photographically, who's your favourite?
You know, I've really enjoyed watching them both, but I think for me, Christobelle, more alluring, more compelling. She just has a little bit more magic.
Colin?
I love Laura. I love that the transformation that she has made has been so phenomenal. When she's working and when things are working in her favour, my God, she is amazing.
They can both walk, they can both photograph. What about the attitudes?
They've both been professional, they've been enjoyable on a shoot, they've applied themselves. I mean, that's why they're here now.
You know, one thing I will say about Christobelle, she has a steely ferocity within her and a real strength that belies her 16 years.
I mean, 16 years old. I have to say, I'm in awe of her ability to handle this whole process. These girls are under pressure that people don't understand, and she's fronting up with a smile on her face.
I think it's been fascinating to watch. We've seen Laura really rise and step it up every week. Last week, it's almost like she came tumbling down. The pressure got to her.
But she is picking herself up and driving ahead because she wants this.
Alexis Borges only picked one girl in LA. He liked Laura. He said if he was going to sign someone, she'd be the girl.
That surprised me, to be honest. I actually see Christobelle having a lot more international scope.
You know, this is what this is all about. This is a subjective industry. There are a lot of things to consider here. Have we found New Zealand's next top model?
Absolutely.
I believe so.
Laura, Christobelle. Final two. This is the moment that you've been waiting for over all those nights in the model house, all those days away from your family and your friends, Laura from your work, Christobelle from your school. All the hard work ends now. We are incredibly proud of you both. For one of you, your life is about to change. In just a moment, on that screen there, one of your photos will appear. New Zealand's next top model is Christobelle.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Laura, you made a very, very difficult decision for us.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for the experience. I might not have left with the title of New Zealand's Next Top Model, but I feel like I've left with so much all the same. What I value most out of this competition is the changes that have happened within myself. Like, I really believe that I can do something more now, and that's really special to me.
Oh my gosh, so exciting. I can't believe that I won. Thank you so much.
You did a great job.
Oh my god, I can't even breathe. This is going to be like a whole new phase in my life, and I'm so excited.
Christobelle, you are New Zealand's next top model.
I know that they chose me because they believed in me, and because they believe in me, it makes me believe in myself. And so I really think that I will do them proud.
New York! Going to New York! I'm so excited.
Think you've got what it takes to be New Zealand's next top model? Go to tv3.co.nz/top model for further details.